Hello and welcome to this month's video blog here from the Mayor's Office. A couple big things I want to just touch on today. One is that we are just about a week away, so a week from tomorrow is a primary election, and I know everyone down in our clerk's office is working really hard to make sure that we are prepared for the primary election that will happen citywide. Couple things: if you have an absentee ballot, we have seen an increase in the number of people requesting absentee ballots, myself included, so I voted absentee this year because it's so easy. But if you have an absentee ballot, you can still mail that in. You can drop it off at one of our drop boxes. So we do have drop boxes located throughout the city in a lot of our neighborhoods. Or you can come down here to City Hall and turn it in at the clerk's office. So that's on the second floor. Our clerk's office also will be open on Saturday, July 30th, from 7 a.m. until 3 p.m. They'll be here available to help you if you need anything with the upcoming election. Couple things about the primary election: there were a lot of changes to districts and some precincts. So if you're not sure what's going to be on the ballot or who you're voting for, you can always take a look at the ballot before you go. You can find out where you're voting by either calling 311, or you can go to mi.gov /vote, VOTE. It's a wonderful resource. You can put in where you live and you can pull up all the information that you need to know for voting on Tuesday. Another reminder about voting this year is that in November we will have a number of city races. This is the very first year that we have our city commission elections or citywide elections on an even year ballot. So in November you'll have an opportunity to vote for your commissioner. So every ward has a race for city commissioner. We also have a comptroller race and all of our Grand Rapids Library commissioners. So make sure that you take a look at that. It's going to be a busy election year. There's going to be a lot of information really flooding our inboxes and our mailboxes. So make sure you take some time to learn about the local races, as those are so very, very important. So in addition to the election that we're keying up for, we're also moving forward on some of the work that we're doing around housing. So our Affordable Housing Fund Board will be meeting soon. You may recall me talking about this in other monthly vlogs, but we have set aside funding in an affordable housing fund. If we move forward with a sale of city property, we intend to take a portion of those proceeds and put it in the affordable housing fund. And our hope is to use these dollars as quickly as possible to support affordable housing options in the city, and hopefully some smaller infill projects in every neighborhood. Last week, I also was able to go and be a part of the groundbreaking at Union Suites on Coit. That's an affordable housing project in partnership with Dwelling Place, so we're really excited to see that move forward, as well as a number of other low-income housing projects that are happening throughout our city. We know that it's a step in the right direction, but we have a huge need, and we'll continue to do what we can on the public sector side to really encourage and advance low-income and affordable housing projects throughout our city. And then last, a really big thing happening at our commission meeting this week is that our police chief will be present. Our police chief will be providing an update on his analysis and plans for the Grand Rapids Police Department. So this is something he set out to do when he was hired. The officer-involved shooting really accelerated and amplified the importance of this work. So Chief will be presenting that to the full City Commission, getting feedback. We'll also have an update from Cure Violence. So this is the evidence-based violence prevention effort that we are embarking on in partnership with the Urban League. So we'll get one of the first reports on that, and our intent is to extend that program for a number, probably 2 to 3 more years, and capture data and look at the effectiveness of that program. And all of this work is so critically important as our city experiences an uptick in gun violence and homicides. So we want to make sure that we're doing everything we can internally, but also working with our community partners to make sure that we do everything we can to not just prevent violence, but respond quickly when violence does occur. Being a safe city continues to be one of our top priorities, and I know it's a top priority to a lot of people who live in the city because they've reached out and shared that with me over and over again. So please know that we're doing our part, and we'll continue to work not just in partnership with our internal departments, but also with our community partners. So with that, I hope you enjoy this sunny, warm week and that you're enjoying summer. Get out there and enjoy our parks and our splash pads and our pools. And if you are struggling with heat, if you don't have air conditioning, please take a look at where we have cooling centers. So we have them both downtown and throughout the city. So stay safe and stay cool.